Hey garden friends, today I am out working on the pond garden and the goth garden. The pond garden really needs a lot of work. I'm going to do like a before and show you after, during, and all the transplanting I'm doing and some things I want to put in there. And I'm going to voice over parts of it because I didn't know, like now I have a lot of background noise and I don't know if you can hear it. So yeah, we'll just get rolling and we will get it done. So here is the pond garden so far. From here, you cannot see the pollywogs in the pond, but it is full of pollywogs. Now back there, that dark spot, I'm thinking of putting in another sedum or creeping sedum. There's one right down here. I can't see if my finger's pointing to it. It's right back there behind this white rock. It stays very low to the ground, but it is a creeping sedum, so it should do great there. So I was thinking of putting another one over there. I'm going to try to keep the fescue grass a little more contained on that side. It does fill in, so that may not work because that blue fescue, which is really pretty, I got that from my mom, and it does well. I'm not well versed in caring for those type of grasses, so I'm playing it by ear. I probably should have cut it back last fall, but that's something I'm going to have to research. Over here, I put this Japanese maple here. Let me move the camera a little bit because I wanted to obscure the hoses coming down. Now, these are all going to be put underground. That's for my irrigation system, but we're not there yet. So that Japanese maple there kind of obscures that, as well as here, the gap underneath here. I was trying to figure out what to put there, if it was blocks or the wood mesh or what have you, but I did lattice is what I'm thinking of. But yeah, none of those really floated my boat. So I thought, oh, okay, a couple of big pots. I need maybe something on the other side of it in front of that drain, gutter drain. And I was thinking about that. Something that wouldn't block the hose. This is my retractable hose. Got from Vigo Garden, and it reaches quite far over all of the plants. I just have to be careful not to knock taller plants down with it because I could drag it across. Now in front of the pot of the Japanese maple, now you notice I have the pot inside of a pot for the Japanese maple because I wasn't sure if I was going to like that there, but I think I will. So I will put that Japanese maple into that larger pot so it can have room to grow. It is one that I started from seed, that Japanese maple, and it stays a real pretty green. And then in front of it, I put a rosemary that's in a terracotta pot. And I may I have some lavenders in terracotta that I may put down there too. But I do need sometimes to walk through here, so I may just leave that as gravel. And so that's all the thoughts there. And then this barrel, I was deciding whether or not I wanted to keep it or if I want to get rid of it and just have this all gravel over here too. It has a native, I think it's Blue Moon wisteria in it that is growing well, even though it gets neglected a lot. So yeah, it's a determination. I've got a lot of clutter on my porch, so I ignore that. But you see how the wisteria is already climbing up this beam or post. This is a non-invasive wisteria. This is a native to the United States. So it's not the Chinese wisteria that can be quite problematic. But so I will get you a close-up of the pollywogs in my pond. And just then up here is the entrance garden, just to give you perspective of where the pond garden is located. It's kind of an awkward spot because, we walk across this bridge. Let me back you up. So there's our front door. You walk across this bridge to get up onto the sidewalk. And between the entrance garden and the porch is this little step down area. And so it's kind of an awkward place to plant because it gets a morning sun very briefly and then afternoon shade. But full shade plants here sometimes struggle because in the high summer, it's very hot right here. So I do have some roses that I'm testing out here. I don't know how long they'll last there because most roses enjoy much longer amounts of sun. So this is like the third year they will be here, and we'll see how well they do. And there's my iris in full bloom, doing gorgeous. And some peonies down there. I forgot to do that on my recent tour, but that's okay. It's all good. Alrighty. So that was the pond garden. one more idea that had crossed my mind was these spireas. These are candy corn. I also saw one that was called Pop Rocks that had the same coloration. Those stayed shorter, but they would be tall enough to block the view underneath the deck or the porch. So that's another option of planting right there, would be some of these shrubs. So that's another idea I'm thinking of. Can you see the pollywogs swimming around? So that, my friends, is the pond garden. It is getting very warm today, so I'm going to have to go change into something cooler, but I wanted to share with you how far I've gotten on that. I'll see you in my next video.